And here it is, our #1 video. Happy New Year.
It is illegal to pay men and women differently because of their sex in Australia, isn't it?
Who's that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. How long has that been the case?
I guess
Equal
since the
Pay
60s.
Act.
It's the
Yeah.
late 60s.
Yeah,
Late
late
60s,
60s,
thank
yeah,
you.
I was gonna say.
Is the data you publish on comparing male pay versus female pay on a like-for-like job basis?
No, Senator, it very clearly is not, and it doesn't intend to be.
So you could, for example, publish airline employees, and majority of pilots are men at the moment, women are increasing, and a majority of hostesses are female, so it would show a skew towards the men, because pilots are paid more than hostesses.
That's absolutely right. That is the gender pay gap.
That's the point.
How is that the point?
That's what the gender pay gap calculates. It is not seeking to calculate a like-for-like comparison. The definition is, and let's say we're doing an average gender pay gap, it's the average salaries of all men and the average salaries of all women, and a comparison between the two. That is the simple, clear definition of the gender pay gap.
Isn't that it's not on a like-for-like basis? It doesn't accommodate hours, because men tend to work more hours and men tend to be in more dangerous jobs generally.
So our calculation seeks to allow for, it annualises part-time or part-year earnings to an annualised full-time equivalent basis, so that it does account and allow for the differences and make a fair comparison for people who are working non-full-time versus full-time.
Sure.
But that's very clear. But it is not a like-for-like comparison, and it doesn't seek to make that comparison.
Isn't it then misleading?
Not when the definition of what we're calculating is very clear. We're very clear on what the gender pay gap seeks to calculate. And as I said earlier, it's not a perfect measure. It's a proxy for gender equality. And with the clarity of what the definition is, then people can understand what the percentage reflects.
So if a male pilot and a female pilot had the similar experience, number of years, similar qualifications, they'd be paid the same. They'd have to be.
Well, certainly that's the law and our expectation. I'm sure the government's expectation is that companies do fulfil that requirement of equal pay for equal work, because it's been the law for more than 50 years.
So where's the gender pay gap?
The gender pay gap is driven by a combination of the composition of the workforce and the relativities of those pay for that composition.
But isn't it erroneous to say that women are paid less than men? There's a gender pay gap if, in fact, for equivalent jobs, like-for-like basis, hours worked, they're paid the same?
So what we're very clear in our communications is that we will say women are paid less on average than men in an employer, in an industry, in an occupation, when we describe the gender pay gap.
So I've been to some pretty advanced statistics classes, but you don't have to do that to realise that averages can hide a lot. Averages can misinform and mislead.
Absolutely, Senator. So once again, the gender pay gap is a proxy that commences a conversation about what's driving those differences.